"11, 12 years ago, I was having issues with my drug problem, so I went up to the local CAD's office where I was living at the time, and it was I think it was part of their procedure and policy that if they knew I was using intravenously, they would send me to the hep nurse. So I went to the hep nurse. She sent me for bloods. The bloods came back that I was positive, and before she went any further, she wanted to see my arms. And at that point in time, they weren't looking quite so good. She freaked me out. So I bailed and didn't go back for 10 years. So I sort of buried it for a little while. I felt like I was being judged. I felt like, she was going to tell me what to do with my life. And also at that point in time, I wasn't ready to give up using. My head wasn't in the right space. And now that we've got hep-c clinics running through our exchanges, I thought, well, mate, I'm at work, the nurse is here, why not sort it out? So I did, and went through, went and had my bloods done, and turned out that, yep, I was positive, and I was a genotype 3, so I had to wait for medication. And I've just started that, so I'm a week into my medication. It's cool. I knew that sharing needles would, beef up the possibility that I would get it. I wasn't quite aware that I could have contracted hep-c from my tattoos that I had done in the backyard. Because I was already on file, I didn't have to do the finger prick first or anything like that. It was just straight to the bloods. The nurse did the bloods. I didn't have to go anywhere to have the bloods taken. Veins aren't quite so good anymore, so the nurse was really good. She hit me straight away. It was easy. There was no toing and froing, no waiting or anything like that. You used to sort of have to wait and wonder what was going to happen next, and or when they were going to contact you, and where did I have to go next, and who might I run into that I'd have to explain what I was up to. None of that. Getting treatment was, the nurse gave me my script. I went up to the chemist, handed in my script. I kind of expected raised eyebrows or something, but there was no raised eyebrows, just, yep, cool, we have to order this in, come back, we'll give you a call. There's no way I would have gone back to the clinic that I'd been at 11 years ago, no way, absolutely not. If we didn't have clinics at the exchange, I'd probably still be just cruising underground. I think a lot of people just assume that because you have hep-c, you've done something dodgy to get it in the first place. I mean, in my case, yeah, but not in everybody's cases, There is certainly a stigma around it. Some people freak out and think that they can't drink from the same glass as you. They don't realise it's bloodborne. They just think they can't share anything with you at all. Some people are really open-minded and prepared to listen. Some people are just like, yeah. There is definitely stigma and discrimination around that whole thing. Plus the internal stigma that you take on board, And that kind of blocks you from wanting to share with anybody because it's like, oh, what kind of reaction am I going to get? Going through the needle exchange was just so comfortable because, it was at my place of work, and the nurse was really cool. She didn't ask me any questions about my using history or anything like that. I haven't used in about 5 years now, so it wouldn't have mattered, but she didn't go there, so I didn't have to get defensive or anything like that. It was good. Oh, mate, go and get tested, Get tested, get treated, get it off your head.
Thanks, Jade, for sharing your story with us. Jade's just started on the new treatments. Don't forget, the new treatments are not like the old days of interferon. They are very effective, highly successful, few side effects, and don't take as long. So get tested now. Know it, treat it, beat it.